Like most of you, I was caught totally unawares by the Wordle craze sweeping across the world. I became so inundated with these greens, grays, and yellows that I started to see the world through this trichromatic palette. And then it hit me. Why had no one ever made a variant of this game?
The Wordle.
Wordle.
Octordle and Sedicordle.
Semantle.
Chuzzle.
Scordle. Nerdle.
So I decided I'd be the first. Now, I wouldn't necessarily consider myself a programmer, but I am quite proficient at the first step, shamelessly stealing other people's work. So after confiscating this tutorial in my own code, I was off to the races, and there was only one problem. I don't know JavaScript. I mean, I know general coding principles, for loops, if-else statements, while loops, loop-de-loops, and everything in between, but Java, man, it doesn't make any sense. I go to declare something, and you have const for constants, var for variables, good so far, I'm tracking with everything, but then they throw in a let. What is a let? What does that mean? You might think letter, but it can be a number or a string. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, who am I that I might speak with the power of a god?
Let x equal 10.
I don't have that kind of authority. And that's just scratching the surface. In my code, I need to find out if these two values are the same so I can enter an if statement, and it's just not working. I spend over an hour debugging just to find out that my code was correct, but one of the values was a constant, and one was a variable, so they couldn't be equal to each other. How does that work? You imagine if school was like that? Sorry, Johnny, x doesn't equal to 10 because it's a variable, and variables can't equal a constant. But eventually, the errors ebbed away, and as I continued to unwind the complex web of code of which I still understand little, I finally had a working product. I present to you Scordle. What the crap is that? I worked so hard on this. Why does it look like a second grader threw it together? And that's why today's video is brought to you by Square. What, you think someone's paying me for this? No. I'm burning curtains, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. So now I have to learn CSS, another language which I do not know. Here's how that went. Enjoy. So anyways, I finished it up. It's called Scordle. You can play it at the link down in the description, and it's pretty simple. It's just Wordle, but you get a score for every word, and then you click to reveal the color of an individual letter. Check it out if it sounds fun.